Ladies and gentlemen, get your phones, turn up the volume, and cancel any plans you may have had because this has utterly upended the internet. Papoose has been brought to the hospital after being viciously beaten by Eazy, the block captain, whom Remy Ma was spotted skulking around with when she was still married to Papoose. You will be amazed at what we are going to show you. So stop now and take a big breath. Witnesses claim that the fight didn't just start. Blood was spilled, tables exploded, and cameras were left behind. Did Eazy finally lose it after months of being the other man in Reason's sane betrayal roller coaster? Or was this revenge a pretext? What comes next may ruin friendships, careers, and perhaps land someone in jail. So stay right here. Dirt is what you want if you want truth. A bone-cracking, silent look that reverberated like a gunshot sparked it all. When it was done, Papoose was stretched out using Claressa's shields and seen screaming and hammering on the hospital doors as if her life depended on it. No one paid attention to anything but Papoose's gaze with Eazy, the block captain and the lady both men had fought for in a room full of superstars, influencers, and stadium-sized egos. We should go back several months. The strange tension, the mysterious Instagram posts that Papoose seemed to throw with ease, and Remy headlining events by herself were all things that fans had been looking forward to. The Gwot herself, Claressa Shields, got caught in the midst and made some #loyalty remarks. According to the subtitles, Remy was quiet to silent and TikTok detectives were frothing at the mouth, which in this culture means that something is definitely wrong. Let's fast forward to 3 nights ago when an alleged industry dinner was held on a lavish rooftop in Brooklyn. Not Applebee's, but a high-level NDA sans cameras, celebrities, and sunglasses at night. However, what happened that night should have remained behind closed doors since, in addition to being caught on video. The whole build-up to a vicious fistfight was leaked to a blog that has since been taken down twice by cease and desist orders. Fortunately, the footage was available for us to see. Let me start by describing the situation. Papoose walks in alone. Eazy is already seated, and certain faces from the battle rap scene are present. There's no handshake, no nod, just quiet. Everyone seems to have anticipated something, but none was prepared for the outcome. Then, suddenly, Papoose swings. He delivers the first punch, but nobody expects Eazy to falter or back down. Instead, he loses it. As one witness told Celeb Tycoon exclusively, "Man, Eazy must have been training with Claressa or something because he moved quickly. It wasn't even a scuffle, it was a takedown." When Papoose attempted to stand up, Eazy gave him another hard slam, and I think the entire rooftop became quiet. No one knew whether to shout or record, so someone did, of course. Another attendee, who asked not to be named, said it was like watching someone's uncle get jumped by a trained fighter. Security finally steps in and takes Eazy away from a Papoose who is almost aware in the widely circulated video. Someone may be heard yelling. "Call a black Escalade" screeched up to the curb at that exact moment, and who jumped out? Claressa's Shields, y'all. She wasn't supposed to be there, but somehow she knew. She showed up right after the fight, as if she had been watching a live stream of the disaster, and her reaction few. One server said she jumped out like she was in a title match, without makeup or shoes, just pure panic. And she had never heard a woman scream before. Another witness claimed that Claressa collapsed to her knees in the emergency room parking lot, sobbing and yanking at her own hair while yelling, saying, "Wait, Claressa really loves him, FR. She isn't acting. That's pain." She's crying, like she's the wife, not Remy. And let's not forget Remy Ma hasn't made a single statement, not even a single word. The fans who had previously questioned Claressa and Papoose's relationship were the reason for this abrupt shift in tone. Sweet. Absolutely no prayer. Now that the radio has stopped talking, can you guess whose statements without Remy's voice are beginning to seem more genuine? Recall how during his live broadcast last month, he was drinking from his notorious Karma mug when he quipped, Some men talk, some men just react. If you play with fire long enough, you get burned. Now, the joke is Papoose's bruised ribs and damaged ego. The patient suffered 3 broken ribs, a moderate concussion, and a badly cracked tooth, according to the emergency room report. People believed he was talking about his rap competitors, but in reality, he was delivering a message. Guess who waited with Papoose till 4 in the morning? There was evident upper back bruising and internal bleeding when it was discovered that it wasn't Remy Claressa. The rumors started. Was Papoose set up by Remy, knowing that Eazy would lose it? Was this a botched vengeance plan? Or did Claressa know too much and try to stop it too late? The next 24 hours were chaotic before the blood on the rooftop had even dried. And while Papoose remained in a hospital bed with IVs and vital signs connected, as fans dug further, they discovered more receipts, which led them to believe that the entire confrontation was a staged trap. Let's start with the leaked voice note. An unidentified person claiming to be Remy Ma's former assistant leaked a screen grab of a voice memo. Remy Ma was where? On Clubhouse, Twitter, and TikTok, the hashtags #PEPooDown, #ECWAM, first and most shocking of all #Remy set him up, were becoming viral. Not a single tweet, Instagram post, or burner account responded with misleading information. This is a transcription of a purported message that Remy sent 2 days before the rooftop dinner. This voice sounds very similar to hers. I told him not to come, that if he wanted to appear courageous, he would be checked, and that if he did, I would no longer save him. The internet took off. Remy knew exactly what was going to happen and let it happen, serving it on a silver platter, a Twitter user said. According to screenshots taken by another user, if it was chess, she sacrificed her king to protect the other side. But it didn't stop there. Remy's hidden burner account was made public when a Reddit administrator, ALLEGEDLY, verified it by matching IP data to her public profile. The images show that she liked tweets that ridiculed Papoose, retweeted Claressa's opponents, and even followed a basic fan page using that account. It's still unclear if the statement was aimed at Papoose or someone else, but the public had already made up their minds. Even worse, one of the direct messages that was released from the burner stated, "He still thinks I'm loyal. Lol. Can't fix stupid." The emergency department, hooded, crying, and trying to avoid cameras. Rather, she was inundated with supportive memes, Remy drinking wine as Claressa grieved in the hospital with her Papoose face bandaged. Remy in the lotus dance with an Eazy boxing glove, Claressa yelling out loud. Black love was a scammer and we were all punished. When a second, shorter, but far more destructive tape appeared, they thought they had seen the worst. It depicts Eazy sitting in the back of a car, his shirt undone, his face somewhat damaged, and he smirks at the camera. And what does he say? At this point, it gets a lot wilder. It's too much energy in the room. I'll pass. Battle with bars. I finish what other people start. Boom. That statement hit the Phantom like a ton of bricks, because if that wasn't proof that this fight was prearranged, we don't know what is now, according to an insider involved in the event. Remy was originally supposed to attend the rooftop dinner, but withdrew at the last minute, texting the organizer, "It's too much emotion or sorrow because, remember, Papoose was the one who reared and assisted Remy while she was in prison." It becomes much more hectic when you listen to Claressa's voicemail. According to people acquainted with the situation, Claressa sent a series of voice messages to one of her closest boxing friends, one of which apparently leaked. Now that no one is laughing, some insiders claim that Remy laughed in my face. Tried to warn Remy this would happen. I told her months ago, "You're playing with two men's pride." That never ends well, she writes in the note. Her son turned down industry offers to protect her legacy, and now he's in a hospital bed while the woman he loved is ignoring him completely. This wasn't a one-night fight. After months of developing secrets, animosity, and exaggerated egos, The signs were always there. Let's face it, since the infamous baby shower altercation where Remy allegedly accused Claressa of acting too quickly as a stepmother. Remy stopped tagging Papoose in posts, and 2 weeks prior to this meal, Claressa deleted all of her Remy-related Instagram pictures. Now, the entire house of cards is collapsing, and fan theories are rife. In her now viral analysis, Remy Ma, the mastermind of her own downfall. A TikToker with over 300K followers ties everything together, including the burner accounts, the secret calls, the ring cam footage showing Eazy leaving Rhee's house at 3 in the morning, and the final nail in the coffin hospital email. Several films claimed that Eazy's impeccable reputation was destroyed when he was emotionally coerced into fighting Papoose. Both sides exploited Claressa's feelings. Nothing had changed by sunrise. The same Papoose was lying in a Brooklyn Methodist hospital bed, his face bruised, his ribs wrapped, his dignity gone, and he was mute. The employee reiterated that Remy just stared at her phone and left after learning of Papoose's condition. We know that Papoose is hurt, Eazy's smug, Claressa is broken, and Remy is eerily calm, but we are not sure what is real now and what is just internet noise. It's official now that the block captain is being investigated for aggravated assault, and several attendees, including at least one celebrity who was allegedly involved in the brawl, have also been subpoenaed as witnesses. The police report first stated that they were searching through surveillance tapes and internet videos that were going viral from the rooftop celebration. She was told to calm down, but Remy was still missing, not even a check on his phone call. And Eazy was nowhere to be found. This wasn't a bar fight. This was a violent, planned incident with injuries that could have ended a man's life. And here's the kicker. Papoose is refusing to press charges. That's right, even after suffering multiple injuries, the man still won't speak to authorities, which sources close to him say is because he feels betrayed, humiliated, and broken, but doesn't want to give the media the satisfaction of seeing him look weak. Even Remy's own fan following is divided. Remarks like, "So you let Eazy do him like that and said nothing?" On her most recent Instagram picture, a relaxed selfie posted a few days before the event suggests that the guy forcefully controlled her. In prison, Papu is silent, but his family is not. But Papu is not alone. In a nasty Instagram story, his sister, who is notorious for living off the grid, blasted Remy, saying, "You let that man bleed in the street like a stranger after everything he did for you. You're dead to us," as if things couldn't get any messier. The GOAT, Claressa Shields, who wailed outside the ER as though her soul had left her body, broke her silence in an exclusive last-minute interview with Hot 97. She didn't hold back. It was about pride, betrayal, and seeing a loved one go into a conflict zone alone. It was about more than just a fight. "I warned Remy weeks ago. If you keep playing both sides, someone's going to break. And guess what? It wasn't easy. It was. Papoose. I love that man. I still do. But I'm done watching others break him for sport," she added. Reddit on fire, YouTube response videos. Twitter on fire, whole new type of chaos. And boom, the internet is blown up again. It gets more confusing though, because hospital sources claim that Papoose asked staff to keep Remy from arriving. She reportedly tried to visit on day 2, but security had explicit instructions. Do not let her through those doors if Reminisce Mackie shows up. Staff said she waited in the lobby for 17 minutes before storming out after saying, "He always has to make it dramatic." Indeed, this is now more than simply drama. It's betrayal on many levels, and accompanied by greater suffering. The restraining order is being discussed after Papoose's daughter shared a mysterious TikTok dance to Beyoncé's apologies a few hours later, captioning it, "He doesn't love you like I love you. Bet you'll regret it." In response to intense pressure from fans and internal management, basically. Her team, Claressa Shields, has sought legal advice to obtain a temporary restraining order against Eazy, according to family members, not out of fear, for the sake of her reputation and emotional stability. Eazy is tweeting songs like "It's a Mixtape" promo. Remy is mute and Claressa's weeping Papoose is shattered. A publicist told Gossip Spill Vibe anonymously. Fat Joe, who joined in on a live stream with Angie Martinez, was among those pleading with Instagram to suspend Eazy. Don't assume he's finished talking, though, because he went live again last night and looked as arrogant as ever. He was drinking Hennessy and captioned the video, "Y'all mad I finished the verse, y'all skipped." Joe was gazing directly into the camera. However, insiders claim that Remy is preparing a massive documentary series with exclusive film, even though she hasn't yet made an official statement, given a rant on a podcast, or embarked on an apology tour. Insiders claim that she has over 30 hours of film, including private conversations with Eazy and Claressa, and that she seems to have had a camera team following her in the weeks before the confrontation. The series' alleged title is Love, Loyalty, and Lies, the Remy Ma story. And if it's accurate, the entire situation may with the question, what if I told you that this wasn't the end, but rather the beginning of something bigger than love and hip-hop ever dared to show? One VH1 executive even hinted at it in the teaser. What does all of this imply then? Will Remy make money off of the suffering she caused? Is Papoose's exit really irreversible? Will Claressa go, or will she return with boxing gloves, fire, and a new sort of ease? Is he the enemy, or is he just a pawn in a twisted love story that none of us saw coming? After only one fight, one moment, and one punch, the most beloved hip-hop duo turned into a battleground of treachery. The internet and those who believed Black love was unbeatable won't forget this one. Watch this space, because the court cases, interviews, secret recordings, and possible comeback stories are just getting started. We will be present at every stage, exposing the love, the chaos, and the falsehoods. Remy Cold is in the hospital, preparing for court, contemplating, feeling guilty, and holding on to what little peace he can find. Claressa is preparing for the court case, distraught and emotionally destroyed. The question is, where does everyone go from here? Papoose is physically recovering, but the two people he trusted the most lately let him down emotionally. Claressa. Shields was merely a lady watching her partner get destroyed as the world captured it for spectators outside the hospital. Even if she was the GW in the ring, Remy Ma is either the mastermind or the ghost in this complex opera. There is no sorrow or declaration, just peace and comfort. The block captain is tweeting, drinking, and grinning as if this had never occurred, as if Papoose were just another line to live out. If you are seeing this right now, we would want to know what you think. Was it all a setup? When Papoose fell into a trap, was he naively protecting his reputation? Was this planned hit approved by Ray in silence? First of all, who is more heartbroken in this scenario, us or Remy Claressa, for having believed that Black love would last? In the comments box, let us know what you think we're viewing. We promise that this is only the beginning and we're listening. If you're still in shock, click the subscribe button. If you want the truth, no one else has the guts to tell you. Turn on such notifications because of the impending "This is a sensation" of a gossip spill. The truth isn't filtered. The tea isn't cold, and we always spill it raw. The next betrayal, the next collapse, may happen at any moment.